All right. Y'all can take as well. See. All right, and we are live on Facebook.
All right.
Are y'all able to see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see that we're live on Facebook?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
mom, y'all can see that we're live on Facebook?
I can see it.
Look, for real, let me straighten up. Okay. All right. You all can go ahead and tag someone if you would like. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you all for taking the time out of your schedule. Actually, I lost you. Jemima, I lost you too.
Oh, I went and shared on
We went to
Facebook.
go to yeah, I went to go share.
Oh, okay. All right. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Just thank you once again. You all have so much in common. Most of all, 2020 graduates, and that's a blessing, especially with the situation that we're dealing with right now with the pandemic. But you all made it. You all made it. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. I have a couple of just small little general questions for you. And I will just say, you know, Kira, this is for you, or, you know, Jemima, what you think about this. And so I'm going to just kind of do that. But I am going to give you all a chance to just kind of introduce yourself and tell us, you know, what your goals are, what, you know, what school you attended and where you plan on going to college to, if you plan on going to college, you know, just different things like that. And so we're going to probably go ahead and get started with a brief introduction of each of you. And then I have some questions for you at the end, okay?
All right.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
So I'm going to go ahead and start recording. Good afternoon to each and every one. This is yours truly, Minister Brenda, with the Empowerment Youth Ministry broadcast. And once again, TGIF, thank God it is Friday, and you have made it to the end of the week. And anytime we can make it to the end of the week is a blessing, because when we're up under such a great pandemic, so much social unrest, and there's so much chaos in the world today, if you can survive from one week to the next week, I count you as blessed. And certainly it is a blessing just for all of us to come and be with us, be with you all again on today. Once again, this is the Empowerment Youth Ministry broadcast, and I am so happy and I feel so youthful because I am joined today with some very, very special guests. This month, we're going to share and we want to hear from our young people. We've been bringing on guests all year long, and different ones giving them pointers and different things like that. But this month, we're going to hear from them. We're going to hear their perspective, their thoughts, just what they're feeling, just allow them to share with us. And we're so happy to have part of the class of 2020 to be with us on today. And I am so happy that these young people counted me worthy, just little me worthy, to come and be on my radio show. You know, sometimes young people don't have time for, I'm not that old, so don't even go there with me. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We have from Dillon, in the Dillon area, we have Ashley Graves, Dakira Wright, and Mr. Jamont McCray II, otherwise known as JJ, and also Robert Coleman out of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And so look, no matter where you are in the United States, look, there was a graduation held, and we're so glad that they decided to come and be a part of our radio show. Now, you all, congratulations to each and every one of you all. And once again, thank you. I am proud of you. I'm so glad that you made it. I hope that you are excited. And I know it wasn't easy because everybody, pretty much halfway through the year in March, everybody was sent home and you had to deal with the online courses and doing that. And guess what? You survived it, you made it. And that right there was a great accomplishment. And now on to the rest of your life. Whoo, you got that done. So you can breathe from that, but now you got to tackle this great, gigantic world that we're in. And listen, I know that you all are going to make it. If anybody can graduate under the conditions that you all were under, that means a lot. That says a lot about you all. But anyway, enough of my talking. I'm going to allow you all to talk, just to introduce yourself to everyone. And we're going to start off with Ashley, since her name starts with the letter A, and that's the beginning of the alphabet. So we're going alphabetical order. So Ashley, if you would please just kind of introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how you feel.
Hey, I'm Ashley Graves. I'm 18. I attended Dillon High School and I'm a 2020 graduate. Mm-hmm. My goal in life is to become a family nurse practitioner. When I was in school, I attended the vocational school, Dillon A-Tech, to become a CNA, but due to the coronavirus, it got ended. So I will be joining a class in Florence at Professional Medical Training Center to become a CNA. Okay. And I will further my career at UNCP to become a nurse practitioner.
Wow. Okay. You have a lot going on there, young lady. All
yes,
right.
ma'am.
Now we're going to, well, Jamont, you're next in line with the JJ. Come on, JJ, tell us a little bit about yourself. You just told us you had a new car. So you're ready to ride.
All right. Well, my name is Jamont McCray. I attended Dillon High School. I'm a 2020 graduate. And my goal in life is I plan to become a band director, preferably collegiate. And I will be studying music education at Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Ooh, a long way from home. You ready for that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
God
Got
bless
about
you.
a month away.
Wow. Our prayers are with you. Go do it. All right. Next in line, we have Mr. Robert Coleman, better known as Robert Eli. You can share with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me. So my name is Robert Coleman. I'm originally from the Philadelphia area, but I transferred. I left Philly when I was 13, and I lived in Rhode Island, and I attended Moses Brown from my sophomore year to my senior year. And this fall, I will be attending Union College in Schenectady, New York. I will be majoring in computer science. My goal is to really inspire the young Black community, the youth, tell them that anything's possible. Union was a very tough school, and I heard it was a 30% acceptance rate, and wow. A lot of people. It was a very tough to find a way to get into that school. I had to really grind and work my butt off this senior year. So yeah, that's just my goal, to major in computer science and inspire the young Black youth and tell them that anything's possible. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, you had to grind it out. And congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Zakira, you know you're gonna always be last because your name starts with the letter Z. All right, and so thank you so much, Zakira. Tell us a little bit about yourself, early graduate.
Okay, I'm Zakira Wright. I'm 16 years old, as she said. I'm an early graduate class of 2020. I'm going to school in the fall at South Carolina State to major in business administration with a concentration of finance. I like math and I like dealing with numbers, so I wanted to work in a bank and then, eventually work on getting my own and starting a company like that. That's my goal.
Wonderful. Zakira, now, don't you have a little small business that you're doing now?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about that. Now, she just went ahead and dove into it already as a business management person. So tell us a little bit about your business. We can go ahead and, give you a little shout out and hopefully get you a little bit of business while you're on the air today.
Okay, well, I started a business last month, not too long ago, at the beginning of June, and I wasn't selling until about the end of June because I had to get all my products and stuff in. But it's called Night Luxury, and I was watching this movie, and this lady, she had it was a bar slash clothing store, and it was called Night. And then that's when she only sold luxurious stuff, so that's where I got my name from. And
Good.
I sell accessories and shorts and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get more products in, but as you know, we in a pandemic, so it's kind of slow right now. But
It's all right.
as the corona, go away, eventually it's gonna pick up.
Yes, that's great. That's awesome. And so tell them how to get in touch with you, how to reach you if they wanted to see your stuff that you're selling, your product, if you don't mind.
Okay, well you can reach me on Snap. It's my name, ZYKRA. Reach me on Facebook. The page called Night Luxury. You can reach me through email. It's Night Luxury, luxury with three Y's at gmail.com. Or you can reach me on Instagram. It's Night Luxury with three Y's as well.
Okay, so are you saying night luxury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Like
night.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations to you. I mean, it takes a lot of courage just to even, do something like that, especially in a situation with, like you said, in the pandemic, but still yet you have reached out and you launched out to try and, have something for yourself. And that's beautiful. Congratulations to you. Now, since we all have you here and since you've graduated, so how do you feel about our current state of the world that we're in? All of us have been affected by the pandemic, but so how do you feel about what's going on right now in the world today? And it is a lot that's going on with the pandemic, the riots, political issues. Jamont, how do you feel about that?
Um, I just feel like this time that we're going through is a time where people can build on themselves, like get to know yourself, like because you can't be around other people. So this is the best
Right,
time to get to know yourself.
right.
Um, like help yourself manifest. That's what I say. That's
That's
why
good.
like right now I've been investing in myself a lot, like a lot of time, just to get making myself better. So once everything opens back up, it's
That's
gonna be
true.
it's gonna be great.
That's true. So a personal timeout for everybody.
Hmm. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. And that is so true. Try and help develop yourself, while we had opportunity. And, all things happen for a reason. And
Hmm.
it was rough. It's not all that pleasant, but at the same time, it gives everybody a great big timeout. So much for putting the kids in the corner talking about timeout. All of us has got time out. So does this pandemic in any ways did it make you feel like you had to rethink your plans, your goals of going off to college and trying to accomplish what you want to accomplish? Robert, did it make you feel like you need to make any changes because of the current situation?
Um, no, I think like I'm usually a very optimistic person. So I when this whole pandemic started and I knew we were at a halt, it was like a big halt with everything going on.
Mhm.
Um, I was just very positive about this and said this too shall pass. Like things happen for a reason, and you
That's
just got to
right.
be patient. And like I just like sure it was very painful to like not be able to have my senior spring and all that, and like worry about coming back to school in the fall for college and start off a new year and start off a new like setting for myself. But like I've always been optimistic about this, and I'm not letting this like stop like my my positive mindset of like going into college and succeeding in the next portion of my life. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's so true. You have to keep a positive outlook. If not, there has been a rise in anxiety cases and people with suicide thoughts and all this type of stuff. So there has been a rise, but it's good that you all can keep a positive outlook despite of not being able to actually have an official graduation that you thought you would, and I know you all were waiting for this moment that I'm going to graduate. I can't wait to graduation come. I can't wait for prom and all this kind of stuff. And everything just kind of got not it wasn't put on hold, but just like got canceled. Man, I really, I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could make it up to you, but I can't. But nevertheless, it's good that you all are pushing through it. And even Ashley, what you were saying about the vocational school, that you were going there for your training, and your mom was telling me that you'd already put in some hours, and to come to find out that even the hours that you had already put in at the vocational school, they were not transferable. So you're having to start all over. Do you feel any ways tired with having to start all over?
I'm sad about it that I have to start all over because I know I worked hard, but
Right,
when I'm going into the class, I feel great because I already know some of the things, so it won't be as hard on me.
right, right. So you kind of have a somewhat of an upper hand on everybody else.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this next question, what do you fear the most? Now, Jamont, you're going to Louisiana. Are there any reservations or any type of fears going in, or you just excited about just traveling and just getting there and getting to the band program? Any type of reservations that you may have going so far away?
No, not really. I've never had a problem being away from home, so I think I like it.
You think you'll like it?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
you
I
know
like the
what?
environment.
Okay, good. Yeah, because you're gonna have to stay until, December before you can come
Yeah,
back home.
definitely.
But look, and I'm proud of you even taking that step to even accept to go that far away. Because a lot of people would probably say, well, you know what, I don't think I want to go that far away from home. But that says a lot about you and the type of person that you are. And so in the future, we're gonna need people that don't mind traveling, don't mind taking that step, taking that risk. You know what, I'll try it, but see, that wasn't me. I'm not the one. That's why I'm feeling
Hmm.
for the most part. But I don't mind traveling. I didn't mind getting out, but my desire was to become an artist. And I love to draw. And so that was my goal. But the art school would have been in Georgia, and I didn't want to leave from around the area. I wish that I would have now, but I just want to say that to encourage you all. Listen, don't be afraid. Go ahead and go for it, because now I live with regrets. So don't live with any regrets. I could have always came back home, but that wasn't in my mind. I was like, I'm not going. I don't want to go that far away, and never did it. But nevertheless, still yet God bless. But I wish I would have, kept, that desire and pursued my dream. And so that's partially why I'm also trying to push you guys to look, hey, don't settle. Just go ahead and go for it. And you can always come back home, that door is going to always be open. And so that's one great thing about it. So let me ask, and this is going to be for everybody. Okay. It says, who was your biggest inspiration, or that helped you inspire you to where you are today? Who was, or how many people, or what was your biggest inspiration that helped inspire you the most throughout your journey? Zakia, you already ready to give me an answer? Who inspired you the most? I know I was part of it, but other than me.
Well, God first, the head
All
of my
right,
life.
right.
But like the teachers and stuff, I would say Coach Matt, Miss Blazey, Miss Wanda Brown, Miss Stranahan. Like I went to them a lot, like a lot,
That's
and
good.
they helped me with a bunch of stuff. I emailed them a lot.
That's all right though. You got it done. You had to get it done.
I
Right,
did.
right. All right. So, Robert, back to you. Who was your greatest inspiration? Your biggest inspiration?
I think it had to be my mom. A little backstory: my mom passed away when I was 13, so that's why I had to move to Rhode Island when I was 13 years old. But
Right,
my mom always had a swagger to her, and she was always positive about every little thing that would
she was.
happen, even if things were bad. she would just always like have a positive mindset and say like things happen for a reason and
Yeah.
will pass, and you just got to be patient and God has a plan for you and all that. So
Yeah.
even now, like when I'm in school and I feel like all this, like the weight of like all this extracurricular stuff, I just like pray to her and I say like you got to help me, please, like please, I need your help right
Wow.
now. And it helps me, it, like relieve some stress, and I get by every single day. It's definitely tough, but like I know she's there and I know she's watching over me, so like that's what keeps me going.
Wow. Wow. That's great. That is so powerful. And yes, your mom was a very, very positive, energetic, full of energy and excitement. And thank God that, she was your inspiration and still yet is. And that means a lot. That means a lot. Just to have, although she's not physically by your side, but just knowing that she's there. Definitely. And I'm sure she is so proud of you and what you've done and the young man that you've grown up to be and maturing to be. Thank God for that. Now, Jamai, what and who was your biggest inspiration?
Um, Outside of my parents, of course, it would definitely be Mr. Wright and Mr. McClellan.
Yeah.
Like they just made sure.
Okay, you went out on us.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, kick me out. Okay, I'm back. But
All right.
it would definitely be Mr. Wright and Mr. McClellan. Like they pushed me all the time. They stayed on me to make sure I did what I'm supposed to do to get better because they saw the potential that I had, and I
Right.
thank them every day for that.
That's great. And what instrument do you play? What instrument you play the saxophone? All right. He's riding. Okay. All right. So Ashley, tell me who was your biggest inspiration?
I would say my parents,
Mhm.
because I see how hard they work to be where they are, and it inspires me to be more like them, and my teachers, because they stayed on me and made sure I did good in school, because they
Right.
see, when they teach, they see how bright our future could be. So that inspired me to do good in life as well as my parents.
That's great because that leads me right to the next question. Do you feel like high school prepared you enough? And do you feel like you're ready to be independent and to take on, this responsibility as an adult now? So do you feel like you're prepared? High school prepare you for everything that you're getting ready to encounter? Ashley?
Okay. I don't think high school, well, academic wise, no. But life lessons that the teachers have told us, yes, that I feel like I'm prepared for life, but academic wise, I'm not.
Wow. So unfortunate, but I understand what you're saying. But thank you. One good thing you did say was that the life lessons that you learn, and sometimes it's not even about the books. It's just about having that knowledge and that information to be able to survive in the real world. And that right there, that does account for something. So thank God for that. That does account for something. Okay. So Zakira, do you feel like you did high school prepare you for the next level in your life?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Like, okay. Based what, like Ashley said, academic wise, no, not at all. Like, I want to say I had the worst academic experience because there were some good teachers out there as well.
Right.
It was some, not caring teachers, but I mean, some life lessons I guess I know how to handle whenever,
Right.
it comes or I face them or encounter them or whatever.
Right.
But
Right.
not
Absolutely.
academic at all.
Right. Right. So Robert, to you, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you were prepared or you are prepared and ready?
I think I'm a little. I feel a little bit prepared, honestly, just because the school that I went to was private, and it was the school was slowly like progressing to like make the school better each year. So especially in technology, they recently they did some renovations to their technology lab. So like that was helpful for me to like be able to like figure out like how to like pursue like further my education when it came to technology. And like the girls are saying, like high school did prepare me like for maturity pretty much. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna say that I always paid, like I wasn't always the guy who paid attention, but like the life lessons I learned from certain teachers really like came far and really like helped me for my future. So yeah.
Great. And I like that. And one thing that it did hurt you all was that with the pandemic, everything was new. Having to learn online and do your classes online and everything like that. It was already a stressful time that we were in. And then on top of it, you being introduced to something new, which is having to do everything online. And that was kind of tough. That was tough. So it was a very stressful situation for you guys, but you made it. You made it, and that's what we're so happy and excited about, is because you made it and you're moving on. Did y'all see the flyer that I made in my story on Facebook, Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
So the song said, I think it's Jonathan McReynolds that says, "I'm moving on." And so thank God that you're able to move on. Even through the pandemic, you're moving on. And I hope that you were encouraged. And so with that, as other young people look at you all today, you all right now are great examples to other young people, whether you believe it or not. And you represent so many different types of young people. We have Zakira that's going to work in business. She's going to be our banker. So that's the one we're going to go and borrow money from and get some money from the bank from Zakira. And Ashley went to the vocational school, and she's going to be our doctor. That's who we're going to go and get in touch with. And Jamont, and that's one thing I like about, especially in the Dillon area, it's always football or basketball. If you're not an athlete, then it's almost like you just kind of pushed aside because they push that all the time. But it's so good that Jamont was in band, and he loves to play the saxophone, right, Jamont?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So it shows you, it gives you all different paths. Now, Robert, he was into sports, football, basketball, and so all of you all have different, I guess, paths that you took. But at the end of the day, you all are all moving on to a higher education, another level, and whatever you choose to do. Even Robert's going to be our technology person, and so all this struggle that I had trying to get all this together today, he's going to be the guy that we're going to go to. And so I'm just so excited about what God has in store for you all, and just to know that you all have set out on a path and on a journey that was not easy, but yet you're still moving forward in it. And so by you all being the examples, what would you say to the other young people that are looking on? Someone may say, well, I didn't finish the year well. I struggled in my last senior year. I didn't get the grades I wanted. What would you say? I mean, because you all been through the struggle, all of you were there. All of you experienced it, but you graduated. So what would you say to someone that's saying, well, look, I don't think I'm going to go off to school. I don't think I'm going to do anything right now. And I think I'm just going to work. So what do you say to those young people that are just trying to settle? I'm just going to settle. It's not meant for me. So what do you say to other young people to encourage them? So what would you say, Ashley, what would you say?
What I would say to them is, don't let your past affect your future. Don't let your struggles in high school determine where you want to be in life in your future. Because I struggled in high school, but I still want to strive to be where I want to be. I would tell them that, and I would tell them not to settle. Do not settle, because settling causes you to be stuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't settle, because I wouldn't want to be stuck at my mama's house, stuck not doing anything.
Right.
And my mom always told me that the race is not given to the swift.
Right. That's true. That's true. And like they say, it doesn't matter how, sometimes how you begin, but what counts is how you finish.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I like that. Your mom is a very wise woman. All right. So we're gonna go back to you, Jamont. What would you say to someone? How would you encourage them?
Um, I would say follow your heart. Don't listen to what other people say, because a lot of times they're not out for your best interest. Sometimes,
Hmm.
like you got to make decisions for yourself, do the
Hmm.
best thing for you.
I like that.
That's what I would say.
I like that. You have to do what's best for you, and you can't always go off of what other people tell you.
Mhm.
And that's true. Sometimes people do give good advice. Don't get me wrong. It's good to get advice. It's good to ask questions from other people. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you and what's right for you. Listen, your dream is your dream. I don't know of anybody else that shares the same dream. When you have a dream, then I had this dream, and you could tell people about it, but they don't know your dream. And so sometimes you have to do what's best for you, and follow through with your dream and what you want to accomplish. So
Yeah.
Robert, what would you tell, especially our young men, our young Black men? It's just, oh boy, it's tough on you guys. So what would you say to them?
I would just say just don't be afraid of failure. Honestly, like
Mm,
like growing up in life, you're always gonna have setbacks. You're always gonna have a situation where you're gonna feel like you're in a hole and you just can't get out of it. But there's always a way out, and you're just gonna have to keep pushing forward. A lot of people feel like they settle for less instead of like settle for the greatest like amount they can get, and I feel like people just need to like just know their worth and say like I failed, but I'm gonna keep pushing forward because I'm not a failure entirely, and just I just gotta
that's right.
keep pushing. I know God's got my back, and He's gonna always guide me on the right path. So just gotta keep moving forward. This is a test, and I gotta figure out if I'm gonna just like say I'm gonna fail this test or I'm gonna keep going forward and make progress. So yeah.
Wow. Now that was a mouthful. Don't
Yes, sir.
be afraid of failure. And I think a lot of times fear of the unknown keeps a lot of us from going and pursuing and trying things because you're afraid of failure. So if you fail, guess what? Like they say, just ride the bike. If you fall, get
Get
up,
back
get
up.
on the bike and keep riding again, keep going. Are you going to be hurt? Did you hurt your knee? Yeah. All right. Well, wipe it off, keep going, get back on the bike, keep on riding. And so, yes, that is so, so important. Don't ever be afraid of failure. A lot of successful people right now, they have had so many failures. And if they would have quit and they would have given up now, some of the things that we're enjoying now in life, some of those people that we're looking at now, they had so many failures. I'm even right here, when you look at Mr. McClellan, the band teacher. I interviewed him a few weeks ago, and he told us and shared with us. I'm not sure if you all saw his story, but he said once he got to the school that he was going to in Orangeburg, and he was going for music, and he auditioned for the music department, and the head of the music department told him, "You need to change your major. You're not good enough." He was broken. He said he was torn. He said he sat on the steps and began to cry because he was so upset about it, because he knew that he was going to do music. That's what his major was. And to have the head of the music department tell you you're not good enough, you need to change your major, that was devastating to him. And so another professor came by and told him, he said that he looked at him sitting on the steps and said, "Are you going to just sit there and let somebody tell you what you can and you cannot do?" He told him to look, clean your face, wipe your tears, and let's go. And he was one of the best, and still yet one of the best band directors this side of South Carolina. He's an awesome band director, and I thank God for Mr. McClellan. And that right there goes to show you sometimes people can speak things into your life, and people can speak things over you, but it's up to you what you choose to do with those words. You're either gonna let those words tear you down and just change your whole course, or are you gonna, like Robert said, push forward? And I thank God that he continued to push forward. All right, Zakira, what you think?
Mel,
So how would you encourage the young people?
I would tell them to never give up
Right.
because when I was thinking about graduating early, my first thought was they told me don't do it. They was like graduate with your regular class, you ain't gonna be able to do this and do that. And basically, I just showed them what they told me I couldn't do. Because my first semester, it was so hard. I promise it was so hard. I stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning crying, doing chemistry work, doing English
Wow.
3, doing college classes and everything.
Wow. And so were you able to, so you took some classes online through Northeastern Tech? You able to take advantage of that? All right. So never give up. Never give up. And I want you all to keep that always in front of you. Never ever give up on your dreams and everything that you're reaching forward to. It's obtainable. I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be easy and it's gonna be peaches and cream and everybody gonna love you. We're dealing with right now a lot of social injustice. It is what it is. Um, and we can't help, and it breaks my heart because I have nothing to do with the color of my skin. None of us have anything to do. We didn't have a choice in the matter. Um, it doesn't matter, what race you are, white, black, Asian, Indian, the Spanish, Mexican, or whatever you are. We had no choice in who God made us, and we are who we are. And just to know that people, um, they just do not like us because of the color of our skin. But thank God for having God on our side. And I want you all to be encouraged and continue to stand up for who you are and stand up for what is right, because that's going to be so important when you hit that campus. Whew, it's going to be a different story. It's not going to be the high school campus, but this is going to be a different story and a totally different new chapter in your life. And I hope that you all are excited about it. And I'm going to give you all the last word. If there's anything that you would like to share, anything you would like to say, maybe you thought of something and said, I want to share this. And so I'm going to give you all the opportunity to get a last word because, like I said, once again, I just want to hear from you all what you think, how you feel. If there's something that you just kind of want to express and you would like for everybody to know and within reason. But yes, whatever you all have to say is the final words. I'm going to give it to you all.
My bad, I had got cut off earlier, but I wanted to finish my story about the little graduate early thing. But yeah, basically the principal was like, well, it was one specific. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was just like, no, you should stay at school, whatever. You can't handle this, you can't handle that. As I was telling you, I was taking chemistry classes, and then on top of that, I was taking classes with NTC. So I managed to have a beyond road with them, and then still have a beyond road in Dillon High School as well.
Wow.
So sometimes you just don't gotta argue back with people. You gotta show them what you can do in your full
Mm,
potential. Because nobody know your full potential but yourself. And sometimes you don't even know what you really can do until you actually do it.
wow.
So I just want to say never give up. Never let nobody tell you what you can and can't do because you always can do anything that you want to do. Like people be giving up telling, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna just get the diploma and do nothing with life. No, don't settle.
Mm,
Settling is setting yourself short for so many things, especially when you know you're smart, even down to the people that's not, I won't say not smart, but not, what's the word, don't have a lot of, well, not, I won't say not a lot of education, but can't fully grasp the concept of a lot of stuff.
right.
Still don't settle because you can always go to a tech school and get a degree
There
in
you go.
construction, welding. It's so much stuff out here that you can do other than sitting in your hometown, following bit into the streets. Because I got so many people in my family that fell victim into the streets, and it didn't end well. You're only gonna find yourself in two places like that, and it's not going to be success.
That's right.
So just never give up.
Never give up. Thank you for sharing it with us. And congratulations, just being able to do that dual enrollment with Northeastern Tech, as well as pushing through school, and you were honor roll student in both of those schools, and that's great. And I know it was a lot of hard work, but hats off to you. Great accomplishment. Anyone else have any final words that they would like to share?
I do. I have something to say.
Okay.
When I first found out that when I first thought that we weren't going to be graduating, we missed out on the prom.
Yes.
It was just very overwhelming, and it made me sad because I waited so long for all of this. But
yes.
Throughout the whole time, my mom had kept telling me, Ashley, I see something good out of class of 20. I see something good. Mm-hmm. She was like, she always told me, y'all were born during 9/11 and y'all are graduating during the coronavirus crisis. So she feels like something great is coming out of it. And I believe in it. I believe that class of 2020 and my peers have something special in us that we will pursue, and it will prosper.
Wow. Love it. That, okay. Yeah. I didn't say drop the mic. Yeah. That is so true. And I there has to be some good in it. And you all are very special. You all are a very special group of young people. And this right here, I'm not sure if it'll ever happen again in our lifetime. This is one lifetime event that none of us has ever experienced, never been through, but for some reason it ended with you all. And so you all are going to be those ones that go against the odds. You all are going to beat the odds. Once again, you're saying don't fail, don't give up, don't quit, don't give in, don't settle. Look, y'all have a great message to continue to send and show forth. I like what Zakira said, to show people what you can do. I'm going to prove to you that I can do it. Although you think I can't, I'm going to show you that I am going to get it done. Anybody else, any final words that you'd like to share?
I'll share something.
Okay.
Just for everybody, just like I said, I do want to major in computer science because technology is expanding. But for the younger kids, just play sports. Like, find something that you're passionate about. I know like kids like their Fortnite and their Call of Duty and all that stuff now, but I remember being always inside and isolating myself and wanted to play video games until my mom finally said, we're gonna find you a team to play with. And those are the best moments that you can ever have, playing on a sports team. You like build bonds with your teammates, or not even a sport, like do orchestra, do band, do something with that involves a lot of peers physically, because these are relationships you make in those rooms and in those like on those fields or anywhere, just in big groups, like you just form really good relationships, and like you'll cherish those for the rest of your life. And that, especially in high school, you'll really cherish those moments. So
wow. Yeah, I love it. Yes, cherish those moments. Cherish those moments, and don't move too fast. Just take it slow, cherish the moment, because once it's over, then that's it. You're not going to be able to go back and relive the 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. You're not going to be able to relive it. But definitely make connections, make bonds, because in the end, that's building your character. It helps to define you. And when you all talked about life's lessons, you're going to learn a lot of life lessons when you interact with other young people, in the band, playing sports, football, basketball, whatever it may be. You're going to learn a lot of just how to deal with your peers. You definitely are. Any more last words?
I just want to say one more time, just keep going, do what's in your heart. Don't listen to like the naysayers, because people always told me, a lot of people told me that I would never get anywhere with band.
Wow.
Playing that saxophone, I should have played sports or something.
Whoa.
Okay, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, I still came out on time. I'm still doing what I wanted to do. Like I came out of high school with almost $400,000 in scholarships.
Whoa. That's huge.
And the same people that was saying that I would never get anywhere were the ones because the dude was in art.
Wow, wow, that's great, and that is a great story to share, because everybody's not the athlete, you know, and just because I'm tall and I'm a big guy, whatever, a big girl, don't mean that I can play football. I might can't take those hits, or I might can't run like that, and so that is such a great story that you're sharing with us. You found your passion in music, and it showed, because you are one of the best saxophonists that the class of 2020 ever had, top of the class. You're a bad boy. You should have had it ready to play something for us today, matter of fact. But nevertheless, you should have played a little something for us. But thank you all so much for coming and sharing with us. Oh man, this has been so awesome. I love it. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for all that you're doing. And we pray that God will continue to bless each and every one of you, that he'll cover you and watch over you and keep you while you're on your campus. And just remember who you are on the campus. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed of who you are. You know, they accept you for who you are. If they don't, then you know what? God always put somebody in your corner. God always have somebody for you. Never alone. Even if you have to pick up the phone and call me, you're never alone. But thank you all so much for coming on to our show today. And once again, thank God just for our graduates, class of 2020. This is our high school graduates that we're interviewing today. And we have more to come for the month of July. We are going to reach out to some of our college graduates. Listen, we have some young people that are doing great things. Everybody is not in the street drinking and doing drugs and selling drugs, and everybody's not out there just doing anything, but we have some young people that have the high school diplomas that are moving on to higher education, going to college, making a difference, setting the standard. God knows, man, y'all are doing great things. Breaking barriers. I'm telling you, the best is yet to come. And I'm excited about it. I'm looking to bring you all back in the very near future, because look, now we're gonna have to hear from you all. Okay, say, well, look, how was it your first year of college, or how was it the second year of college? And look, I need you all to say, look, don't y'all quit, don't y'all drop out. I hung in there, it was tough. And so you all, not only were y'all our high school graduate people that they have examples that they have to look up to, but now y'all are going to be our college students, freshmen, juniors, sophomores. Look, it's just begun. I'm gonna worry y'all again to come back. Say, oh my goodness, is she still doing that? Yes, I am, and I need you. And hopefully, look, hey, who knows? Y'all may be taking my spot and carrying on. But that's what it's all about. We're passing the torch. Thank you so much. And once again, thanks everyone for tuning in to the Empowerment Youth Ministry broadcast. This is yours truly, Minister Brenda Clemens. And hopefully we'll do this all over again next week. Want you all to tag somebody and let them know what we're doing. Let them know that we have some bright young people. We have our lawyers, our senators, our presidents. We have them all. And we're so grateful for the class of 2020. Once again, congratulations, you guys. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Until next week, God bless. This is yours truly, the Minister Brenda Clements and the Empowerment Youth Ministry broadcast. God bless. Okay, I'm finished recording. I can't go nowhere yet. Y'all done?
Okay.
All right. I wasn't able to look at anything on Facebook. I'm not sure who all was listening in and if there were any questions, but
What happened?
did anybody have any questions?
Oh, we're still alive. Oh,
Yeah. There you go.
We know.
Oh wow, a bunch of comments.
I can't see them.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go look at it.
All
I'm not
right.
listening.
Congratulations,
there's
class.
9 people in here right now.
All right. Way to go. All right.
Hold on, I can't see them.
All right.
Where am I?
Okay, and so we're good. Thank everyone. Make sure that you all that are tuned in, make sure that you send a shout out to our class of 2020 do another post, another round of posts congratulating these young people because they worked hard to get where they are. And we all know it wasn't easy, but they stood the test and they made it. And so once again, we're happy. And I'm not going to hold you all. We're going to let you go ahead and go. But once again, thank you for coming and sharing with us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, yes. You all connect with other young people and make a difference. Hey, and I think it was Jamont that said, whatever your passion is, I want y'all to really, really think about that. Whatever your passion is, a lot of times that's your calling, and that's what God wants you to do. But don't be afraid to step out on it. Once you make that step, God will always have you have something there for you to step on. So it's not like you're stepping out there on nothing. Just trust God and believe that He's going to have you to step out on something. And when you step out on that something, that's where He would have you to be and the job that He may be calling you to do. And so, hey, don't be afraid. Go for it. Call me if you have any problems, any questions, anything I can do to help. Let me know. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you all so much. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right.
God bless.
Thanks. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.